Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? YDBT Daily. That's right. We are talking some shit on YDBT Daily. We're talking about what the hell is happening. All of a sudden, in the last week, actually, it was happening around, excuse me, Tuesday. But I already had something else to talk about. That the EV push, the EV, I guess, I don't know. It was weird. Like 4 months ago, if you would have told me that EV would have all of a sudden hit a wall, I would have thought you were crazy. But all of a sudden in the last week, I think a couple of things have made EV hit a wall. Number one, the strike. The strike, I think, made manufacturers realize that we can't rush to go EV because union workers, that's right. Some of the union contracts and some of the negotiations in the union contracts actually say we don't want to lose our jobs to EV. So that is now, in my opinion, and again, I'm just speculating all over the place, that has made people like GM said, we're stopping. We're not going to do the Equinox. We're not going to do this stuff. We're going to delay it. And there is no timeline for restarting that whole situation. We're going to delay the EV stuff. Ford, Mach-E, and everything else they've been doing has lost money for a very long time. Tesla lost 15% in a week of their stock price. Understandably, it is still up 100% year to year. But the fact that it lost 15% tells you there's rumblings going out there. People are a little, I want to say maybe suspicious or a little down on the EV futures. And finally, war. We are at war. And if you don't understand how we are at war, you got your head in the sand. We are at war with Russia through Ukraine. We are at war with Iran through Israel. That's where we're at right now. So we are at war. Maybe there hasn't been an official declaration of war, but this is wartime, whether you like it or not. So that means ammunition goes up. That means all of the stuff that you were used to having all the time, mining, shipping lanes, straits that were opened up in hostile countries, the Panama Canal being controlled by China, all that stuff is going to eventually bleed its way back to your normal everyday life. Goods are more expensive, everything's more expensive, and it's all going to go to shit. So we're going to talk today about not only Dodge making it very clear that their car, their new Charger, is it a Charger? Yeah, Charger is going to have a twin turbo inline six, a la the S50. It's twin turbo. Are they twin turbo or single turbo? But like a 2J, a compound turbo situation, the Hurricane, that is in the Cherokees, Wagoneers, and stuff like that. And their upgraded model in the same body will be EV. So if you want an ICE vehicle, standard output, 400 something horsepower, Charger's got you. If you want a 500 plus horsepower, Charger's got you. If you want electric, probably 900 to 1,000 horsepower, Charger's got you. So Mustang is not the last EV muscle car. So I'm wondering by the time that car comes out, if stock for stock, it will beat a Mustang, or will they do the same Dodge shit and put it in a extremely heavy car to slide on the ops? We'll talk about that as always, but not before we have Mr. Bill O'Reilly say hello to the people here.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Absolutely, Mr. Bill O'Reilly. It always sucks. All right, let's get after it so we can talk some shit for a little bit. Two Auto Solution, Rami Badon. Two Auto Solutions in Puerto Rico. One of the better sponsors of the program, has provided pretty much everything for the ZR1. We'll talk about that. RaceMotor.com, RaceMotor, I think, .com, who knows. But they're on Instagram. Check them out. D&H Performance, D&HPerformance.com. If you want a discount on D&H Performance, there is no code. Just hit them up and tell them you watched the show. I'm sure they give you a little chunk off. I am about to sneeze. Parts Farm, partfarm.com, Parts Farm. YDBT at checkout, 10% off. Check them out. Conformance, we got the Ram Air in the ZR1, doing really good. I'm going to make a video on that. Ultimate Header, ultimateheader.com, Ultimate Header on Instagram, Ultimate Header everywhere. PMAS, Nick James, PMAS, YDBT at checkout, 10% off there too. Caliber Transmission, CaliberTransmission.com, Caliber Transmission on Instagram. Sorry guys, I have the sniffles and allergies are killing me today, so I'm gonna sniffle, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, it's terrible. I don't know why today all of a sudden, and like right before the show, I was fine until I opened my fucking mouth. All right, let's say hi to the people here really quickly. We got a jam-packed show. 2000 MCR, Travis, Joe Swish, Clean on 3GT, Darren Harper, Dustin Garrison, The Wolf, JD Swag, Mueller, Mocky Mock, Paul Ponthew, Boxy Luxury, Ken McAllister, Nate Dogg, TJ Sikorsky, Robo Style, Itchy Bison, Dixon, Live Strip, Rican 50, Anthony and Itchy Bison again, one of our TR, Mendoza's Coyote, Joe Jackson, Smack One. He wants me to say Smack One. Then put a CK on there, not a H. Evan Smith, Legion, Fab, Gregory Upvich, Smokin', Alpha Ace, Matt Oliver, Jermaine, Ignacio Ramirez, Superdad, James Phillips, Wisco Racing, Smokin', ZX14, Unreal TT, Boxy Luxury, Rocco Zioli, Superdad, Ivan D, all the way to the bottom, Jacob De Leon, Capcom Racing, All Stock Garage, Big Block, John Cole, Gray Mustang, Nito Diaz, Cortese, Ashley Fox, Beyond, Saludos to Hot Sauce, Joe Swish, Bilovesh, Boxy Luxury, Anthony, and Elver Galarga. Okay, so the new Dodge Charger is going to have both power plants. It's going to have ICE and it's going to have electric. So smart, but it's early. It could be a whole bunch of bullshit. In short, as much has happened since we last chatted with Dodge about the Charger's future, and in that time, rumors of combustion-powered have persisted. The most recent from Mopar Insiders caught our attention because it draws a clear line between the next generation Dodge Charger and the Dodge Charger Daytona. This report claimed that the Dodge Charger Daytona will indeed be electric only. And we already know there'll be several Daytona trims with various power outputs leading up to the range-topping Banshee. But it also states the Charger nameplate will live alongside the Daytona, packing a fuel-sipping engine. In top trim, it could be twin-turbocharged 3-liter inline-6, currently available in the Jeep Wagoneer and rumored to be under the hood of the refreshed Ram pickup. It makes 510 horse, more than all the current Charger trims, save for the Hellcat. That would certainly be enough to give the sedan some punch, all while being a bit more efficient at the pump. Moreover, it would keep a combustion-powered offering in the lineup for folks who aren't ready to go full EV. So, pushback. Dodge is like, we're not going to go full EV. Pushback. Watch Ford all of a sudden delay its plans on making full EV stuff because of what's happening. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It's really bad allergies. I shouldn't have done the show today, but fuck it. So, now we talk about Ford making an offer to the UAW. They accepted. So, on average, union workers are going to be making $100,000 on average. So for the next 4.5 years, they have a record pay raise for doing this. This is what they do. You want to see what they do? Check it out.
So the average worker on Ford's assembly line will now earn...
You see that machine? That machine puts the wheels on. Not him. Look at his fucking skinny arms and gut.
6 figures if the UAW accepts Ford's new contract offer. In a report from Car Scoops, Ford has made a new offer to the United Auto Workers Union in hopes that it will end the ongoing labor strikes. The new contract would apply to all 57,000 UAW Ford employees, and it appears to be one hell of an offer. Permanent employees will get more than a 20% immediate increase in pay, company profit sharing, more time off, including up to 5 weeks of vacation time.
5 weeks! That's a lot of fishing.
17 paid holidays, including Juneteenth, as well as 2 family days. Increased 401k contributions, making it so that the average employee hired today can accrue $1 million plus in retirement.
Get ready for $75,000 to $80,000 EcoBoost Mustangs. Get ready for $120,000 F-150s.
Income protection for all permanent employees. Elimination of tiers, meaning all employees can reach the top wage rate. Wage
There it is. There's the robot I was talking about doing all the work.
progression timeline has also been cut by more than half so that the average worker can earn the 6 figures by year 4. Traditional cost of living allowances to protect from inflation, and a whole lot more, including a commitment to every UAW plant in America that no jobs will be lost due to EV battery plants.
That's the one right there, guys. That no jobs will be lost to EV battery plants. So imagine you're Joe Biden and his stupid fuck Joe Biden. He don't know what the fuck's happening. He don't know what day it is. Imagine you're the administration and your UAW compatriots, your comrades, say, we don't want to lose any of these jobs to EVs. Meaning, if Ford wants EV stuff, they have to hire brand new people. So they're like, well, shit, we might have to delay our plans. And imagine you're the administration that mandated that a certain percentage of vehicles that were sold new in the United States by the year 2030 something, had to be EV. And then the union goes and says, oh yeah, we don't want to lose any of our jobs to EV based on the new contract. So now there must be like, the left hand is not talking to the right hand. Wait a minute, asshole. You're the union. You're supposed to put the screws to them. You're supposed to help us. Well, fuck you. My people are going to lose jobs to EV because they're trained on the robot that installs the tires and the seats and the windshield and the doors. And that is not existent in the EV stuff. Oh, so now they've shot themselves in the foot. So now that's maybe going to force Ford to say, based on the, and this is what Ford will say. Well, sorry, administration. The new contract pretty much negates any EV growth because we had to basically make line workers millionaires via stock options and make $100,000 a year putting indoors windshields and crooked wheels and forgetting to put the right seats in, not securing the bumper on properly. So they're shooting themselves in the foot. And then, guys, it just keeps on rolling. I'm blown away. When I was doing research for the show today, I was like, holy shit, the hits just keep on going. This was today or yesterday? A couple days ago. Tesla shares dropped more than 15% over the last few days to close the week at $211 after CEO Elon Musk waxed pessimistic about macroeconomic issues in the third quarter earnings call Wednesday. It marks the worst week for Tesla of the year, although shares are still up 100% basically from last year. For the period ending September 30th, Tesla reported $23.35 billion in revenue and $1.85 billion in profits, a decline versus the previous quarter. Profits are lower than the same quarter last year also. On an earnings call to discuss Q3, Elon Musk, who divided his time between Tesla and social media work, X, and SpaceX and Neuralink, struck deeply pessimistic note about the economy. Of course, we are at war. And emphasized that cost-cutting and price cuts would be essential for Tesla in coming quarters. Oh, don't you know? I'm waiting for them to cut the price on the Model S Plaid. Boy, if y'all dropped it another $10,000, I will pick it up tonight. So, and then you hear Mary Barra says that the company is delaying EV production by several months on Twitter. CEO Mary Barra said Tuesday that the company is delaying production by several months of the Equinox EV, Silverado EV, RST, and GMC Sierra EV. You love to hear it, right, guys? Like, let's be honest. This is good news for ICE lovers. And then Toyota basically the ex-CEO or ex-president, CEO, I think he's still president, of Toyota, thumbed his nose and said, nah, fucking told you so, stupid. I told you it was going to take a little longer, but y'all motherfuckers didn't want to listen. And then a report comes out that debunks the whole cost-saving stuff on disclosed TV, that they take into account government incentives and basically, what do they call it? Subsidies. So if you factor in what the taxpayer is on the hook for to make EV thrive, we're talking about tax credits, we're talking about the networks, we're talking about anything that the government uses your tax money for to prop up EV. If you were to equate that in gallons. It's $17 a gallon if you were to make the conversion for any EV. The true cost of fueling an EV, including extra charging costs and subsidies, $17 a gallon if you factor in subsidies. What the hell happened? What, was there a button that was pushed somewhere that all of a sudden they said, okay, talk shit on EVs? I mean, if you're an ICE fan and you're anti-EV, today was a wonderful day. This week has been wonderful, showering you with great news. But then you remember, the economy's not going to do good because we're at war. Now, if you have Sikorsky stock, Pratt & Whitney, Northrop Grumman, all those government contracts, oh, baby, put some money into those motherfuckers. Put some money into those motherfuckers. You're going to be making some money. But the rest of us are going to be paying $4, $5 a gallon because, look, anytime there's war in the Middle East or that area, somehow oil goes up. All you need to do is have shit talking with Iran. Saudi Arabia is going to go, hello, hey, I don't understand why you're going after Iran. We have oil. We cannot let you kill our brethren. Israel is the problem. So we are going to make oil more expensive. And I remember there was this guy who was kind of on the orange side, mean tweeted every couple of days, but that some bitch let us drill. Motherfucker, wherever there's oil, he was poking at that shit. And we were exporting oil. And gas was $1.89 to $2.10. E85 was $1.20. That's subsidized. I don't give a fuck. So, congrats. Congrats if you voted for a lefty. Congrats. This is what you get. War, high oil prices, EV push, and by the way, it hit a wall. So all this has happened in 3 years of the Biden administration. 3 fucking years. We were living the high life 3 years ago. Racing, cheap gas, tracks were open. EPA wasn't tripping. I mean, they were tripping, but not as much. All of a sudden, Biden gets in, bada bing, bada boom, se acabó el party. We'll talk about it. What do you think? Is this a positive? If EV goes to the shitter, is this a positive for ICE? Do we make a comeback? Because if ICE is still around, that means they're going to build smaller cars because gas is going to go up if we are at war in the Middle East again. I've been alive through 3 Middle East wars. 3? Desert Storm, Afghanistan, Iraq Part 2, because he tried to kill my daddy. And there's been some stuff in Somalia. There's been stuff in Syria. Okay? So if you're a millennial, not a millennial, millennials in their 30s. If you're a Gen Z, I'm used to this. I'm not tripping. I go, it's all good. $5 a gas, here we come. In Florida. In California, y'all stick with 6 or 7 and you still vote Newsom. Clown shows. Clown shows. We still drill and export more than anyone else, in case you didn't know. No, we don't. Hey, Smack One, tell me how depleted our oil reserves are. Let's see how much you know about this. How depleted are our oil reserves? Because if we drill and we export more than anybody else, tell me where our oil reserves are at. Because you know so much. Crazy. I'm 42, been there, done that, right? I don't stress at all. $100,000 to put on body panels with huge gaps, says Nardi Mercado. Where do I sign up? Nalon B says, baffle me how we can just use domestic oil and wean off of the Middle East. Because somewhere, somebody agreed that it is a commodity. It is the earth gives it up. It's not something that we produce on our own. And I guess I understand that thought process. It's like charging for the sun. You know? Imagine there's a bunch of sun in the California desert, so much sun that we can export the extra energy. Well, eventually they're going to say, well, we can't like turn it off, but Russia does. Russian oil gets turned off, pipelines get magically blown up, and they use it against you. It's a weird world commodity that they do some weird shit in. Crazy stuff. Smaller cars won't make a comeback until the regulations on bigger vehicles tighten up. Regardless of fuel prices, EVs, etc., there's no incentive to build small. Oh yeah, there is. If gas is $7 a gallon everywhere, absolutely, we are back in the malaise era. Same old thing. Keystone Pipeline, I'm making E85 in my garage. EVs are like the newest cell phone. Dave Chappelle, he tried to kill my father. I'm in California. $4.90 for gas. That's because I left LA for a red county. LA is $6+. Guys, I might have to move out of Palm Beach County if I want a house. And I even hate to think that way because the housing here is unaffordable and the interest rates are unaffordable. I might have to move somewhere else. But I do not want to move that far from Palm Beach County. It is that badass here. It's going to be crazy. We drill. We don't. Wait. We drill. We don't need their oil drill. Whatever. Like, please, Chuck, like, put commas and put proper shit together. This young generation thought we were going to have student bands loans forever. Now they're getting drafted. Just saying that the left idea is that if we don't mine out EV batteries of the United States, it doesn't affect the environment. Yeah, look, most of our lithium, cobalt, and copper can be mined in the United States, but it's not. Why is that? Because we'd rather have little kids in some shit-ass country in Africa do it with their bare hands, get paid nothing. Here, they're paying people to put on panels sideways $100,000 a year. What do you think the cost of a battery would be if Americans were mining those batteries with their air-conditioned Caterpillar earth movers? Oh, I gotta go in for a hard day of work. Let me get in my air seat. Let me put on my hard hat in my truck. Oh, let me put on my AC. Let me just take chunks out of that mountain. Man, this is so hard. I deserve a raise. Then there's a kid in Africa with a Tonka truck bucket. Just a bucket. And they go, here you go. What's this? You got to get cobalt and lithium out the bitch. Okay, how much? 10 cents an hour. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. With his hands. Stop it. Stop it. Move to Hialeah, Alex. I said I wanted to move out of Palm Beach County, not to Cuba. Housing is unaffordable everywhere. Not really. Not really. So if Trump doesn't get the vote, RFK all the way or what? Fuck RFK. You like your guns? He endorsed Hillary Clinton. He endorsed Hillary Clinton. He is anti-2A. Do your research. $150,000 a battery. Right, if Americans were mining. So it's cheaper to mine anywhere else. So the way American lefties think, EVs are great. How are they mined? Where are they mined? Well, I'm sure wherever they're mined, people get equal pay. No, they die. Then they get replaced. There's a line of people waiting to mine with a Tonka truck bucket. And when they stop mining, meaning when they die, they get put off to the side and another guy steps in his place. And you just get in your Tesla and go to the nearest, I don't know, fundraiser and ignore how the fuck that battery's shit got mined. Fuck out of here. Starvin' Marvin's kid in Africa is building a helicopter. Kid in Africa can't drive. You get a Snickers for one bucket of cobalt. Church Automotive says, visualizing Starvin' Marvin from South Park. Yeah, look. This, okay, so Starvin' Marvin. And it's not a joke. These are the kids that mine your cobalt. Mine your, or make your whatever. Starvin' Marvin. What do you get when you're done? You're going to get a drop of water. A drop of water? That sounds amazing. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, you go American bulldozer worker. Yeah, this guy. Oh, look, big old fat cheeks on him. He got gloves, got an air seat. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, look at me. I'm 12. I can't. Bro, your batteries are going to be $250,000 to mine in the United States. Fuck out of here, bro. Grande Macchiato says, just drop by to give a like. RFK, are you on crack? RFK me la pela, says Izzy R. RFK is a joke. Trump or Viv or Boogaloo. You know what? I really hate to say it. I think I'm with you on that. The hot sauce. I can't believe I'm becoming one of these guys. Because look, if you're not paying attention, exactly, ignorance, I'm telling you guys, you can be one of two people. We are here. We're seeing it in real time. EV push, bullshit. You know, all this stuff, and you know it was bullshit. You know all of it was bullshit. I like the power. I like the technology. I like having the ability to buy a 1,000 horsepower sedan that goes 950s, 460 to 130, and 400-mile range. Aside from that, I know slave labor built that shit. I know it. Like, I'm not stupid. I understand that. So, do you eat the steak knowing that it's bugs being fed into your body, but a computer program saying, ignorance is bliss, bro. This thing's a juicy, fucking, perfectly seasoned steak, medium, with a little side of mashed potatoes and asparagus? Or do you suit up and get a pallet worth of 9 shit, buckshot, slugs, you name it, and you say, I gotta be ready for the man to come down knocking on my shit? It's nuts out there. And we are seeing it so fast in real time, where shit's going down. So, you can stick your head in the sand and go, it's all good. I'm just going to go to work and worry about my own shit. Or you could be proactive and be like, I'm going to be ready for some bullshit. It is weird. Don't you already own a Hawaiian shirt? I own many of them. I wish Vivek would get the vote. It'll never happen though. Nope. Starvin Marvin needs to be the next member badge. When do we get to use more guns? Vivek is blown. Vivek is blown, don't you know? UAW employees looking like humans from Wall-E. Exactly. Alex, is that Marvin Hayemeyer's shirt? The bulldozer guy? Come on. How do you not know this? Do you guys not follow me on Facebook? Facefuck? Right here. I posted something the other day. By the way, I posted the ZR one time. You want to talk about people losing their fucking minds, giving me advice on tuning? I straight out laughed my ass off. This is an AI-generated movie poster, and I thought it was hilarious. Disney Pixar, The Reasonable Man. And I said, make it, Disney. I dare you. Go ahead and tell the story of Mr. Heemeyer. Go ahead and tell me what one man, a welder, and a couple of blicks did to one town. So, people want to faffle. And if they start faffling a little too much, a bunch of Heemeyers are going to be coming up and be like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. But I hope that doesn't happen. But would I be surprised if it happens? Absolutely not. Cypher from The Matrix eats the bugs. Literally eating steak. Ignorance is bliss. Fixed it for you. Do you ever have the option to eat the steak or not? Not in The Matrix. See, the great thing about The Matrix is it holds up to today. You know, you see people referencing The Matrix and people like, unfortunately, people like that fucking fraud clown motherfucker. What's his name? Tate. Andrew Tate. Who was texting dudes love notes as a side hustle, posing as a woman. And he's out there talking about The Matrix. And unfortunately, when you say The Matrix, you people think you're on his side. I'm not on his side. He was literally a sex hustler. I got no respect for dude. So, if you're going to go out there and see the world for what it is, the EV stuff blew me away. Because there was such a positive push towards EV that I thought, shit, that is a snowball gaining momentum down a mountain. And nothing is going to stop it. Nothing is going to stop it. And then in less than a week, two wars basically popped up. I'm sorry, a war popped up. We sent Marines there already. Two countries are talking that shit. Another country is threatening. And I went, how is this going to affect everything? Boom. EV shit stops. UAW goes against the administration and tells their manufacturer, I don't want to lose my job to EVs. And it puts up, and then Tesla loses 15% in a week. Guys, this is a big deal. Now, I'm not saying this is going to stop EV, but that snowball that was going down the mountain has been severely slowed down because all it takes is Bobby Trump or something to come in and go, fuck this EV shit. No subsidies. You hear this? That is the subsidies being sucked out from any manufacturer. If Chevy doesn't get EVs for ICE vehicles, if Honda, Toyota, nobody gets subsidies for ICE vehicles, electric vehicles should not get subsidies either. And now that those reports are coming out, that the amount of taxpayer money going into EV to make it desirable to buy brings the per gallon cost of fuel to triple what an ICE car would. If you know anything about economics, it's immediately undesirable. So all Bobby Trump has to do to slow this EV bullshit down is one, kill the mandate. Two, suck out the subsidies. Y se acabó el party. Then you are in a level playing field. See, EV was playing in a unlevel playing field. EV was a middleweight fighting welterweights, 147. Bigger? Actually, no. EV was a lightweight fighting a middleweight with the middleweight with one arm behind his back. So EV was able to gain ground because the middleweight was basically regulated down to not come to its full potential. Same thing as ICE was. ICE was, they're regulated by emissions. They're regulated by miles per gallon standards. They're regulated by a whole bunch of bullshit. Guys, there's going to be a gas particulate filter in these cars in 2024 and up on many Ford vehicles. You saw it. We talked about it before. There's going to be a gas particulate filter on these cars that is basically taking away from ICE. So we'll see if someone gets in there, gets their head out of their ass, sucks out the subsidy, and we'll see how electric vehicle manufacturers fare then. I just smoke weed since it's illegal in mass. Don't do me a favor, Miniback. Don't smoke weed at all. Legal, allowable, or not, don't smoke weed at all. Okay? It's loser mentality. Sorry, I don't care unless you have cancer, glaucoma, or something. There's no reason you should be smoking weed at all. Get ready for the draft. That's right, gentlemen. Get ready for the draft. Are you a Gen Zer? Huh? And you're gonna be like, what's this? I got drafted? For real? Yeah. For real, you got drafted. It's lit. Now you can go to war and make TikToks of you fighting the fucking, Hamas. Huh? Go ahead, make a fucking TikTok. Oh, I'm right here. Oh shit. Look at me. Oh, I'm fighting Hamas. Fucking clown show. I can't wait. EV, we'll see what the deal is. I demand 550 in a daily driver, 8 gallons per mile, and I'll be happy, says Chuck. If Trump rode around in an EV, maybe liberals would finally give up on EV. Heard Michael Obama be running. Oh, Mike, Big Mike. EV are the new Amazon. Remember when the administration announced that the military is going to switch over to EVs? Bro, they said they wanted, electric tanks. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? What's the deal with 1080s going faster than 10 L80s? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Who cares? What's the deal? Have you seen this happening in my town? Have you seen this happening in my town? Do you know that what makes it not desirable to buy is the infrastructure and charging time? Nobody got an hour to sit there and wait for the car to charge up. When you can have a hybrid and fuel up in 5 minutes. No, I understand. I agree. To me, It's only, I could charge at home. See, a lot of people think that if I buy a Model S Plaid, that I have to go to a supercharger. I have 2 garages. I can buy the wall adapter. Overnight, it'll charge at least 80%. And it costs me nothing because the garage has electricity in it. And if you charge at a slow enough rate, it doesn't show up as that big of a difference. And even if it does, hey, the garage is $140 flat fee a month. They're not going to give you a separate bill for that. So here you go. Plug in the wall charger. Vaya con Dios. Free charging. Bro, with the W wheat take. I got bone spurs. Oh, yeah, my ass. I got draft is age 18 to 64. If it gets bad enough, I get it. I might be going too. I understand. Look, if I get drafted as a red-blooded American, I got to show up. But I don't have to like it. Like, I don't want to go to some fucking Hamas shithole and have to fucking kill all the Hajis over there. Fuck all that. The fuck? They're not coming over here. I'm a defense first guy. Someone tries to invade the U.S., they're fucked. Everyone's packing. Like, hell, just in Jacksonville, they're going to have trouble before they even make it to the inner part where the real psycho rednecks are at. Like, the coast is just my brothers with 9s and Glocks. Stamped steel Glocks just ready to shoot you sideways. And if they can get through the brothers, then there are people in like Kansas, Texas that for fun, have a minigun mounted to a side-by-side killing hogs. Whoa. Oh, China's coming? Oh, get the side-by-side ready. Nito Diaz says, saw a Lucid owner post about a 214-hour charge time from running it down to 0. Might be clickbait, look legit though. Alex still won't be a friend even in war. Exactly. After the war's over, I'm going to be like Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan. I'm not going to tell you who the fuck I am, what I do, nothing. And once it's over, I'll go back to making stupid videos and 60 to 130 pulls in my 0-1. Hopefully. Desmond says, I did my time, can't get called back. We're going to deal with the real harams. But you will see fuel superchargers but you will soon see fuel surcharges on your electric bill going up. Not to mention they'll charge you for the miles you drive every year when you do your taxes. They'll get their money. That's okay. I don't drive that much. It's ideal for me. There is no negative for an EV for me, guys. You guys think I'm going to drive 100,000 miles a year? I drive maybe with all my cars 2,800 to 3,000 miles a year. Alex, gonna show up with a 12 gauge to Iran. Yeah, I got plenty of buckshot. I need a lot of slugs. I saw what a slug does to a dude's head. I'm like, oh yeah, I want that. I definitely want that. I'd skip the Plaid and put your money into a big house at $700,000 fucking dollars at 7% in Palm Beach County. You don't fucking get it, bro. You have no idea where I live. You have no idea where I live. $700,000 fucking dollar house at 7%. That sounds like a great plan. Alex, you don't need a $700,000 house. That's what it costs for a 3-2 with an acre here, bro. Do some research. Please do some research. Tommy Gun smokes 45 ACP all day long. Still not gay as an EV. SpaceX bought my recreational shooting range. Not a joke. Pookie in a tank. I'm seriously. Can you imagine someone else trying to invade? They will make it past the first state. Tom Hanks died, Alex. Yes, but nobody knew shit about him until he was about dead. When he said he was a teacher. Right? You ain't gonna know shit about him. What do you do? What do you do back home? Shut the fuck up. There's a Haji over there. With sandals. Oh, and an American-made AR-15. Great. Your garage doesn't have a meter. You won't get charged anything. Exactly. These guys don't know shit. What's up, Rami Zaidan? Rami Zaidan got all these cars ready for a track rental. Then it rained in Puerto Rico. And then when they canceled the track rental, it stopped raining. God's telling you, stay the fuck home. Slugs make holes. He already showed us housing costs, bro. Like, I'm blown away that people mention houses anymore. Do you think in this economy a house is affordable? Bro, I'd rather have fun for a little while in an EV. If most people are honest about their driving habits, EV would be more than enough. I don't know why everyone thinks that they need 600 miles of range when they only go to a county over. Exactly. Alex, forget about buying a new house and a Tesla. Let's be real. Let's buy crypto. Yeah, that's even the dumbest buy on the planet. We get it. You're gay. Don't worry. We'll still support your deal. Plaids are legit. They're 7%. They're 400 grand in interest. Right. 7% there is 400 grand interest. But Alex, get you a pretty wife. Stop fucking with cars and have a house. And do what? Half of you motherfuckers that are married are miserable as shit. What do I do when I get home? I'm sorry, I work from home. I apologize. I work from home. When I get up, I can go in my Escalade, GT500, my Fox, or my ZR1. Go out for a ride. Go to the gym. Go out, grab a bite to eat. I don't know. Text some bitch. See what the deal is. You know? What do? You get home from work, and your wife's like, we need to build something in the back. I want some kind of yard. Can you do me a favor? And I want to do gardening. Oh, you want to do gardening? Yeah, I want to fucking gardening. I want fucking strawberries over there and cucumbers. I saw this thing on fucking TikTok and Pinterest. And okay, I guess we'll go to fucking Home Depot after a 10-hour day. Home Depot, get the shit put together. We should do something else on the side over here. Maybe like a little she shed. Alex, please do what we do. We love it. Fuck you. Fuck you. I've seen what you motherfuckers got to put up with. You guys think that I'm missing out on that life? I've been there plenty of times. Most of my married friends are there. There's a woman crowing about some shit somewhere. Women just can't let shit be. There has to be some kind of fucking project all the time. I want to change the color of the fucking living room. Put some baseboard. What do you think about this color? I heard that cracked pepper is the color of the year. We should put cracked pepper as an accent wall. Cracked pepper as an yeah. And then, okay, we're going to go to Home Goods. And we're going to go ahead and get one of those signs that says, eat. Family. Love. You motherfuckers, go ahead right now in your house and look around. And you got one of them signs, bro. It says, love. Family. And eat in the kitchen. You stupid sons of bitches. And this is what I tell people every single time I see those signs in the house. I say, why don't you have a sign in the bathroom, like a label that says, shit. Well, that's stupid. Oh, that's stupid. Men want to come home and... What's cooking, honey? Oh, I'm just making you your favorite meal. And by the way, after that, take a shower. I'll suck your dick. Whoa! No motherfuckers get that are married. Live, laugh, love, life. Women can't leave shit be. That's the exact theme for a single mother posting on TikTok about them not finding a good man. Then you catch her cheating on you with a cucumber in the garden. You sound like Conky of the Trailer Park Boys. This is all true. Fuck my life. Of course. Alex, get you a wife and be happy putting up the family sign. And then she started talking that kid shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. No sign in my house. Married 38 years. Good for you, smoking. It's not bad, Alex. I got 3 Mustangs and the wife has a minivan. Toilette. That's just, Alex, you know you got those ladders leaning in the living room. Bro. So, I would rather get a plaid and enjoy my life and be happy. And you guys can say I'm gay and I'm wasting my money. I don't care. Okay, the ZR1 was a funny post. So, I posted video on the ZR1 on YouTube. And then I mistakenly put that video on Facebook. And wouldn't you know it, every amateur tuner says, you know what you should be doing on that? Hey, Alex, you should look into the torque table. Because there's a lot of weird shit going on in the turntables. This car has been tuned like 300 times. Do you not think I've done that? I have access to some of the better GM tuners on the planet. We talk, we chit chat, throw some stuff around. They don't directly tune my vehicle, but they help. And I got another guy that's an expert on ZR1s specifically. And he has taken a look, made a little bit of improvement here and there. No issue. Then you got guys, hey, your EQ ratio's fucked up. You should go over to the injector section and slam it. Shut the... I said, okay, got it. Now I know what to expect when I post video and logs. I'm just going to post and ghost. Because posting and trying to be like interact with the audience is the biggest mistake you can do on social media. Because 6.0 for the mods is fast for that car. 6.0 for the mods? Motherfuckers are used to seeing 4s and 3s. Those are 1,200 horsepower guys. Fully built, 427, this, that. 2650, poured it up the asshole. Meth, E85, clutch. I have a ported blower, throttle body, a cold air, headers, and Sunoco 260 GT. And it's a 6.0 car. My 800 horsepower GT went 6.6. Stick. How many HP credits is that? Blue collar, and the wife says, why don't you wanna do much after work? I just got back from a rig. Why isn't dinner ready? You little poplin fuck. How much do you have into HP tuners credits for the ZR1? All you have to do is pay for one credit. You can tune it forever. That's it. Still gay. Fighting for your life. Don't forget about the tapestry on the wall above the bed. I know when I see those walls have been destroyed. Mortgage means death loan. Exactly. Live, laugh, love. Hello, hello. Checking in late for the show and end up rewatching. Not enough bass in your EQ tune. Right. That's how you get laid. Post and goes. Those nagging wives that want you to build them a zucchini garden so they'll stop nagging you when you come home from work. Look, I've been there. I was in a relationship where the chick wanted to be Martha Stewart but had absolutely no cooking sense. Bro, there was a gap between my stove and the countertop, and she decided to make me a breakfast sandwich because she couldn't cook for shit. And then she had very shaky hands, and she took the spatula, and the egg was just like I liked it, and it slipped off the spatula, and it went down that crack. She was inconsolable for hours. But I'm out there making this look this way, rake that, cut the grass this, put fertilizer that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Alex, do this. Alex, do that. So where's their self-pro help tune ZR1? Cricket sounds. And that's what I want to say, but then I'm going to be an asshole. Like, if I say 795 horsepower. If I say, really, let me ask you, how fast did your ZR1 go with those mods? Oh, well, I got a Chevy SS. You have a Chevy SS? No, it's the Impala. The shitty one with the 6.0. Okay, so why are you telling me anything about my ZR? It's the same thing, same computer. Unreal. Checking in, Bicho. Just got off work. 6.0's quick as fuck for the mods. My C7Z06 is 7.1 at 676, 660 wheel. C601's a monster. Thank you. 6.0 is fast. I mean, it's fast. The problem is, draggy is like Instagram for fitness guys. Okay? A lot of you guys maybe lift weights. And maybe you just recently were able to pump up 2 plates at the bench. Maybe you're finally squatting 3 plates. Maybe you finally deadlifted 4 plates. Then you see some son of a bitch picking up 4 plates, putting it over his head, pumping it up, walking down the fucking street. And you're like, oh, what I'm doing isn't shit. No. What you're doing is fine. The problem is Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that is an attention-grabbing kind of social media. If you do average shit or just above average shit, well, you don't get any popularity. You don't get the clicks. You don't get the likes. You don't get the shares. You don't become viral. So your car has to be a third gear pull, 60 to 130, 0-1 in the fours to matter. And then I go, wait a minute. I'm running out of fuel up top because I didn't dial in the math. The valve springs are stock. The cam is stock. It stops making power at 62, 6,300 RPMs. Let me do a 2, 3, 4. Everyone's like, you should have done a third gear hit. And I go, I did. It went 6, 7. Wait, what? It went 6.7. Well, I don't understand. How are those guys on Instagram and Facebook going fours in third gear? They make 1,100 with a 2650 and blow my dick cam and kill the Dolphins and fuck the Seals cam. I have a stock everything. Stock bottom end, stock long block. Stop. Anyone chatted about Pro Charger in the kit, a 2024 Mustang? No, because it's stupid. Remember when C8 Corvettes were turbocharged without any tuning? And every company was revving the engine, revving the engine, revving the engine. Did you listen to that thing rev its engine? It got hung up. You want to hear it? I'll show you. It got hung up. It went, I'm like, uh-oh, it's about to fail safe. Wait, hold on, let me see, where is it? Where is it? List. I thought I posted it here for the guys so I can reference it easy. Okay, let me go to Instagram, and it's all over my Instagram. Listen to the second rev or so. It's like, rung, rung, rung. I'm like, uh-oh, shit's gonna go downhill. Get pasado. Let me see. Let's go to my notifications and carbs. Here we go. Boom. Let me pause it. Okay, so take a really good listen to the revs, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put the volume up, so volume warning. Take a good listen to the second or third rev. There. Guys, it got stuck. Listen to the blow-off valve struggle. Listen, when this clip starts again, I'll unmute it. It was stuck. Hold on. Let's start again. Here we go. Right there. It's so fucking stupid. Oh my lord, guys, I don't care what anyone says, bro. That's just so ass. This thing is so ass. I don't care, bro. Like, it's the most ass fucking car. And the people that need it to get them clout try to say dud as like sarcastic. Dude, you're actually saying the truth. When you name your car a project and it's named dud, I mean, it's aptly named. Sorry. My GT500 can't hit sixes over 700 horsepower. 701 is all I can do. Low sixes is flying for what little you have done to the car. Thank you. Damn. If the tune is correct, you need more power or less weight. Simple, right? Guys, that car will go 580 in 65 or 55 degree weather. Florida doesn't see that often. We got about maybe 2 weeks of that. So I'll go out there and do it again without any mods. But what I want to do is I want to run the time regardless of DA. That's the other thing. The DA warriors came out of the woodwork. What's the DA? I don't know. It ran what it ran when it ran it. Yeah, but DA matters. It ran what it ran when it ran it. What the fuck do I give a shit what DA was? Because I'm not one of those guys that goes, yeah, I went 6.0 in 3,000 DA, but I know it'll go 580s with negative DA. No, I go, hey, it's cooler outside. Let's go out. Hey, look, on this day, it ran this number. I'm not one of those psycho DA warriors that use it as a justification for it being faster or a excuse for why you were slow. I love the people that use the DA as an excuse. Oh, my car went 10.0 at 139. but it was 3,000 DA. And then you never hear that motherfucker run a number ever again. Hey, it's a negative 2,000 DA today. Why don't you go out there and run the car? I'm out of fuel system. Oh, so when there's more air available, your car doesn't fucking run well because it's out of fuel system. Oh, so DA doesn't matter then, pendejo, does it? Well, yeah, there's more in it. Oh, no, dude. You have no idea. I went 11-0 in Denver. Okay, then come down to sea level. Oh, it's not running right. Oh, it was a hot day in Florida today, and it went 989. Oh, you know this thing has a 8.2 in it. How the fuck do you do that? Well, there's 3,000 DA, you multiply by pi, and that means you take a tenth off each decimal point. Some stupid motherfuckers out there with the DA. I don't use DA as an excuse as to why my car is slow or what its potential could be. It ran what it ran that day where it was. That's all I'm going to say. You saw on the screen it said 79 degrees. It at night. This thing makes the craziest sound. We have 8,000 DA here. The DA Warriors would lose it if they ran up here. Those guys use DA as a handicap. I love the hesitation. When I say FBO, I mean CJ and long tubes and catalyst. What the fuck are you talking about? DA Warriors are the new dyno warriors. It made 470 on the dyno, so it'll run 10 seconds. My car went 60 to 130, the white car, in the 8-second zone or something. And I'm like, it's probably a low 11-second car based on that data. So all I got to do is take it to the track. And if it runs a 10 something or a low 11, boom, bada bing. I think that car is a 10-second car based on what I know. That I feel that car is a 10-second car. Have I said the car is a 10-second car? No. I said it has the power and the weight to potentially go 10s. So once it goes 10s, what the fuck is anybody going to say? Oh, you went over there, negative DA. That's why I don't post DA. That's why I don't post nothing. It ran what it ran that day. Those eggs will go between the body panels and forward plans too. What's the DA? I'm a clout chaser. What DA are we racing at? Oh my God. Boost creeping. Put the passenger seat out and you'll hit that 5. Why not edit the throttle? Why not edit out the throttle hang? Dude, the throttle hang was hilarious. I go, guys, out of all things, you couldn't edit out the fucking fact that this thing hung the throttle in the second rev? That should be like a sound clip. Good job. Way to go. Let's hear it. He had to kick it. He had to kick it to get the throttles unstuck. I wonder what codes were set. Show me the codes. Show me the codes. I finally see the 2024 Mustang S650 after all these months. The car is not selling. Plus, the draggy is just an estimate. Could have been faster than that, what the draggy estimated. Right. I'm not really tripping, you know. We're chatting in the chat, Alex. I gotcha. These people, says Can I Be Frank, don't understand Florida. The weather sucks. It will definitely run 5.7, 5.8 in a couple of months when it's cooler. Can I be frank? Don't you love it when people... Can I be frank? He's in Miami or down there a little bit. Pompano or some shit. Don't you love it when everyone talks that shit in late September, October, and November? But coño, aren't they quiet? May, June, July, and August? Tan calladito. They don't say a goddamn thing. Their car's not even outside. We outside. You ain't outside. You bring that bitch out when it's cold only. And I'm like, bro, Florida is always hot. It's always hot. So to me, 75 to 80 is reasonable. Up north, motherfuckers be sweating. Oh, 80 degrees in October. This is ridiculous. Oh, I'm not running today. It's too hot. Then 45-degree weather, all of a sudden they're fucking, yeah, let's go. Fuck out of here. Math codes out the ass. Frank, thanks again for the S650 versus 23 Camaro video. The S650 won't be worth it until it gets the lung treatment. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. And look, we were not first. Lund Racing was not first when it comes to the F-150, right? Yeah, we inside. We inside. Motherfuckers in the north during the summer. We inside. We ain't talking that shit. They're not posting on Facebook. They're not posting on Instagram. I'm like, Can I Be Frank runs 24/7. That motherfucker will run in the middle of a hurricane. Actually, Can I Be Frank will probably run right after a hurricane. Because Can I Be Frank? Tell the people what happens here after a hurricane comes through. Tell them what happens after a hurricane comes through. I'll let them answer. Flo will eventually get swapped with hurricanes. Got the dash looking at Christmas tree early. It'll crack 10s easy, running at least 130. That's what I think. Injector data, Facebook warriors are just as bad. But is the throttle hang worse than the video with the ZL1 deploying the airbags on the dyno? Wait. I think it deployed the airbag because it blew up the transmission. Can I Be Frank? The best nonstop racing posting channel. Thank you. Absolutely. Can I Be Frank says, the weather gets good. Right after a hurricane, all that moisture, it's gone. And for about 3 days, you're like, woo, this fucking nice. Have you ever seen the aftermath of a hurricane? It is bright, sunny, and crisp because all that moisture got taken by the hurricane up north to fuck up North Carolina, Texas, Louisiana, and all that shit. Motherfuckers go racing in the middle of summer. Oh shit. Viene un huracán. Mira, esa pinga va a pasar debajo de las Bahamas por encima. Maricón, vamos a correr el viernes. El viernes, sí, porque mira, pendejo, va a pasar por encima, va a pasar por West Palm, and we're racing. And boom, they get their shit ready. Hurricane's gone. A day or two later, Can I Be Frank has 50 new videos uploaded. And no traffic. Would you get an illuminator or just run another small stock bottom end Gen 3? Debating on upgrading my 1300s and maxing out my FICs. I'd get an illuminator. Ben Calamer got himself an illuminator after having some built motor issues. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't trust many motor builders anymore. I think Coyote motor building, it's in its infancy still. Texas Speed the other day was like, yeah, we're building Coyote motors. Like, here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Texas Speed, which is like the Walmart engine builders of the LS community, are now pumping out Coyotes. Here we fucking go. Do you guys know what you're doing? I bet you guys offer locked cam shit and dial in the cams with the wheel, but you're missing a very critical component of setting cams on a locked cam situation. I'm not going to say it here because it took a lot of R&D to figure it out. But most motherfuckers that lock the cams on their Coyotes, put it in the car, oh, guess what? Your cams don't line up on the log. What do you mean? I put it on with a degree wheel. Cool story. Then when you turn it on, the cams are not right. Lund doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. Fuck them. That YOLO guy? You should get tuned by somebody else. Fuck it, man. I know what I'm doing. I built small block 4s my whole life. But not a Coyote. I went Gen 3 short block after my built motor fiasco. Oh, Ben went to MEMR? No. Those two pipes that into the throttle body looks like ass. Calamer went to another tuner and went with MMR. He's too far gone. Look, Calamer is special. He thinks a GT500 needs a revision every fucking pass down the track. And it doesn't. It just doesn't. But he's got a guy at the track stroking his dick. He goes, oh, what do you like? You like that? You want me to rub that dick a little more? Yeah. Rub that dick a little more. Okay, here you go. Runs the same number. Hey, but at least he tried. Car's been a 10th quicker than the Lund tune. A 10th. Hater, Texas Speed is legit. Texas Speed is trash, bro. Anybody know that secret? Nope. You know who knows that secret? Lund. Put the cams in all different degrees, right? Alex, heard Ford upgraded the cams in the S650. Do you know if any of the truth is that? No, sir. No one knows that. After getting a new 23 GT, would you free-for-all mod it or full send it with the wait out the warranty? Maybe Whipple keep the warranty. Okay, we don't mod and give a fuck about warranties. We mod to race. Yeah, just set all the cams differently so you have a better chance of getting it right. No, so think about it. I would make the case that there's a very critical component of when you lock the cams that almost no engine builder puts into account. Almost every locked cams, and I'm like, okay, and then you see the VCT, then you see the sensors are still picking up the cam angle, and I'm like, dude, they're off by like 8 degrees each, bank to bank. I don't know what you're talking about. I have been putting in cams since I was 13, working with my dad, making race boat engines. Cool story, homo. Look at the data log. Why, if you set them up at this duration, is bank to bank different 8 degrees? If I wasn't drinking, I'd add to that. Busting out the laptop every pass like Street Outlaws. Texas Speed is trash. We've all heard them blowing up with Cletus. Imagine Cletus is like their fucking star pupil, right? And then Texas Speed's like, man, we're just going to keep giving you engines. Now, at a certain point, you want to go fast reliably. So you go to a motor builder that you trust. So his Corvette got done up by the new guy, the Pete guy. He's apparently really busy, apparently super specialized, apparently very talented. And a layman, just he talks like a normal guy. I love that. But I don't know him. But car went 6s right off the rip. I mean, how can you refute results? The tune wears out, needs a refresh. All y'all need to rest. Nah, fuck Texas Speed. LS guys building Coyotes. What's that smell? Sasso, man. I mean, I don't understand. It's just an engine. I don't get it. What's the big fucking deal? We built LS's like shit. Why can't we build Coyotes like shit? Well, you will. You will. Guaranteed. This is what I'm going to see one day in the tuning queue. All right, one day, this is what I'm going to see. Ported by blah, blah, blah. Texas Speed long block. Special sauce cams one-off special sauce cams. A boss intake that looks like a beluga whale. I'm like, okay, here's the tune. Hey, it only made 470 real horsepower. Right. You got shit parts in it, bro. What do you mean? You got shit-ass cams that I've never heard of? Well, you got to phase them a certain way. Okay, cool. And then he gets back to the builder. Oh, no, you got to lock them up. Sends his motor back, locks the cams out, brings them back. Yeah, they're off 8 degrees bank to bank. What? Yeah, they're off 8 degrees bank to bank. Okay, gets that fixed. Does a couple of pulls, rod flies out the bitch. Texas Speed. You have to sync both banks. Not when they're locked. When they're locked, they're locked. Oh, Daniel Green. Oh, Daniel Green. What are you doing making sense here? Super advanced. Oh. Don't you put that evil on them, man. Hey, Black Betty, what happened? Texas Speed is quantity, not quality. I don't think it's coincidence that Cletus went to a Coyote rather than the 7.3, then Texas Speed magically started to build Coyotes. Yeah, but who built his Coyote? Who built Garrett's Coyote? What's a good place to get a Gen 2 short block? The Parts Farm. Just get a whole block. Just get a whole engine. They got whole engines at the Parts Farm. YDBT at checkout, 10% off. That could be like a lot of money off. 3/4 race cams. So what happens when the cams are 8 degrees off bank to bank? The car runs like shit. Okay, it doesn't run to its full potential. Imagine one side is phasing a certain intake valve opening and exhaust event, right? And then the other side is doing something different, slightly. And the engine is doing this shit. And it's not in sync. It's just not going to make the power it should. Pete Cletus, new tuner, is actually a tuner, does pro mod types of cars. Normally in another big car, he does beer money. Okay. Porting by 1320, pretty on point. Parking, custom grind cams, heart attack. Put FFE on my ESS, 19. And AFR is 12.8 at watt. I'm assuming O2s are potentially exhaust leak, but not positive. Would the tune be this far from stock to exhaust FFE? No, I'd have to see a data log. I can't tell you. Based on your word, I can't tell you what's happening. I would physically have to look at a data log. Giving Cletus engine is like giving toddler toys. They'll be rapidly disassembled and doesn't matter how well it's built. Oh. Well then. Damn, I'm late. I got a TSP 427 LS engine. Let's go. Alex, where can I find good immigration lawyer? I want an F-150 now. That doesn't sound good at all. Coyotes love equilibrium. Is that also the discount code for PMAS? Yes, YDBT. If you go to PMAS, YDBT. If you go to Parts Farm, YDBT. If you go to DNA High Performance, no discount code. Tell them you are a Talking Shit subscriber and you support DNA High Performance, and I'm sure they'll go, click, here you go. Here's a bit of a, again, you can buy anything at DNA High Performance. 8% off is no longer Miller time, 8 degrees off. Then who is the player in Florida that you would recommend? FFRE. That's it. Look, if an engine survives drag week, and in that time, that vehicle went sixes multiple times, nobody else comes close. Has anybody come close with a Coyote? Anybody? FFRE. If you're in the Midwest, you think your 01 would be in the 560 to 130? Do you think? I don't know. Depends on the DA. How does Coyote sound like when the cam's off bank to bank? RFK wants to pay out reparations. Hit live, please. Do me a favor, hit live. Does the data log need to be watt or just idle? Well, okay, if the issue is watt, we need to see where the issue is. You know what I'm saying? For DNA, 10% off on your $1,000 purchase. Right. Like, guys, go there if you're gonna spend big money on something. Buy the DNA High Performance. Tell them you're a fan of the show, and you're gonna get a discount. Well, ID 1050X's be good for 1,000 horsepower. Would you have to go 1300s? I mean, it'll be close. I've seen some people get as much as like Junior keeps saying that you can 15, 16, 17 PSI on 1050X's. I'll be honest with you. I would do 1300s to have headroom. I don't play that. It's going to be okay game. I don't do that. Vaya con Dios, TK Motor. I love you, bro. I love it. Keith Ducati, he specializes in 5.4 and 4.6. In my opinion, if you're going to go to Keith, you're going to go to Keith to build you your 5.4 GT500 motor, your 4.6 Cobra motor, or your 5.8 GT500 motor. ID 1300 says, can I be frank? 1050s are a waste of time. I mean, they're not a waste of time, but if you're going to make that kind of power, I agree with you. Can I be frank? JD with the Spanish. Let alone, didn't Snot Rocket end up going faster than FL2K? He did. Texas Speed is really making Coyotes. They are. I'll look at it. You think I'm kidding? Let's see what their price is. Because Texas Speed, love you. Y'all are Walmart, okay? So whatever. Assembled engines. Current assembled engines. Engines to build. Turkey engine. 5.3, 408, 416. Cletus. Cletus. Here we go. TSP forged. Here we go. Right here. TSP forged. 5-liter Coyote Gen 3 short block. $5,869. Introducing the Texas Speed in-stock short block program. The goal of the project is to provide customers with quicker product delivery without extended build times by offering a variety of common engine designations and compression choices. The customer will have an option that is ready to ship out in a few days. Same parts, machining, and care of workmanship goes into these builds using the exact same process as their custom engine program. The only difference is that these engines are pre-built before purchase instead of the build process starting after purchase. All engines are balanced, blueprinted, and assembled in-house, exacting TSP tolerances. Roll the fucking dice, kiddos. Do whatever the fuck you want with your money. Do whatever the fuck you want with your money. You ask me where I'm going to get a Coyote from? I'd rather get it from Ford stock than Texas Speed. Did you see the gasoline particulate filter? Yeah, Jesus, hit live on your shit. Don't cheap out on the fuel system unless you like building motors. Texas Speed website is ass. What's up, bitch? More pews, more boost. What's up, brother? Oh, geez, why did I pin that? I pinned that by mistake. And Texas Speed takes a firm, so now everybody's going to have one right. Hey, oily, Alex! Do I have Mexican music? Do I have Mexican music? Here we go. Is this no? Let's we suck, baby milk. Mexican music. Let me. I need to set the mood. Okay, I need to set the mood. YouTube. La Cucaracha, right? La Cucaracha song. Okay. Just the instrumental. La Cucaracha song instrumental. There we go. YouTube is wonderful. I wonder if I get copyrighted for this thing. Oh, come on. What the fuck? Is that like the Selena mix? What the hell is happening? The mariachis? Hey! Orale, Alex! I went ahead and bought me a Texas speed motor. I'm ready to send it. I got myself some dentist drilled 1400s, previously MU52s. I boarded the head myself and the intake. I went with 9-to-1 compression. And you know what? I'm okay sending 30 pounds of booster in because I got a custom on 3 kit. Fuck you. You're going to go 12s. I can't wait to see the end of ticket system. Orale, Alex, I'm ready to send it. I got comp cam stage zeros. Boarded the head myself and Texas speed. Pre-assembled. High compression Gen 3 long block. Estoy ready para los Mod Nationals. Pendejo, cállate. Estúpido.
Pero pinche 956 a la verga.
Now I want chips and salsa. What kind of Mexican music? I was like Selena music. Like, I como me. It was like the Selena version of shit. Affirm is 30-year financing. What are the good injectors are there instead of detector dynamics? FIC 1000Hs are pretty good. Detroit 95s, you know, but I mean, ID kind of has this shit on lock. You know what I'm saying? Does TSP Coyote engine will be stronger than the stock engine? I don't know. I'm going to be honest. Rami knows better than anybody else. Rami has gotten a motor building program in his shop. He builds motors. He specs them out, does all the measuring. He knows his shit. I can't wait for him to get a Texas Speed Performance short block and take it apart, and he'll know right away, bro, these specs are worse than stock. Anytime someone says speed and fast turnaround times, quality, there is no such thing as fast and quality. If you want the best motors out there, they take time. If they're pumping it out, esa mierda no sirve. Nobody's going to be rolling out with that 10-7-to-1 compression. Mamalona, Coyotes. Only Peso Pluma Mexicans will go to Texas Speed for a Coyote. 6.0 cams. LE47s are pretty good for lowish power build. Selenas. Siley fuel system, Texas Speed Coyote. Ported AT Mania, LE47s. Ready to make 1200. Alex, okay. Hear me out. I don't have enough money for 1300s. But I can rig up a meth kit. And in my Chevy days, we used to put it on the puro pinche throat of the fucking holy haram. And that shit was fine. So just do it to Coyote. A motor is a motor is a motor. Pinche. ID is the go, period. Orale, Alex. Cheap, fast, reliable, pick 2 Zimbabwe champion says, I love it when people try to apply LS small block logic to modular motors and Coyotes, and then they blame the motor and say it's trash when it doesn't work. Hey, Alex. Back in my LS3 days, we used to shove meth down this fucking thing's throat. Can we do that to a Coyote? Why? You got ID 1300s, E85, and an ice tank. Yeah, but can we try it? Okay. Hey, it didn't make that much more power. What the fuck did you expect to happen? If you have E85, your IATs are good. The fuck you need meth for? I don't know. My LS loved it. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are more LS knowledgeable than I am. If I tune a car to run off meth, you know, come in at a certain time, right? And then you got to measure, you got to tune it so that the desired air fuel is being achieved with the meth active. What happens if you run that same tune and you run out of meth? Can anybody tell me? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But if they're pulling fuel because the meth is shoving it down its throat and adding octane, or maybe adjusting fueling with the meth being accounted for, what happens when you run out of meth? Does it go lean? Because you commanded the air fuel to account for the meth being shoved down its throat? There you go. Churches, automotive, testing, and dyno tuning. Yep. LS is open loop at what? Can't compensate. Okay, thank you for verifying that. So, what do you want me to do in a Coyote if you're shoving meth down its throat and it's now fat? You want me to pull fuel off a car that's constantly compensating? I usually go, I'm going to look at the IATs. IATs went from 100 to 92 during the pull. Fuel trims did not adjust up or down more than 8%. Vaya con Dios. Well, can you run it leaner? No, that is not how it works. On the Chevy side of things, apparently that's how it works. Without widebands. The motor would go lean. Don't run out of meth. Right, Sasso. You need a motor. I've seen it before. You go lean. It goes extremely lean. Run out of meth. You go crazy for the next Fox. Right. Can't put safeties. IATs go up. Dumping the timing. Shit get hot. Your teeth start to fall out. Either falls on its face or it pops. It goes lean. That's why they have alarms. There you go. Now you know why the meth game doesn't work on Ford. Now, if you want it for the cooling benefits, no problem. Here you go. Put a nozzle on that bitch. Hey, look, IATs drop. Bye. Well, you're not going to adjust fueling? No, this thing's constantly adjusting. The O2s are working. The widebands are working at what? Trimming in fuel or out fuel. So why would I flood it down its throat with meth so then I have to falsely pull fuel out of somewhere so it doesn't trim it out? I'm sorry. Now, if you have plenty of octane, it's just an IAT. It's just cooling at that point. Stop it. Thoughts on disabling long-term fuel trims on cars with meth? Nope, don't do that. We leave it all on. We are EPA compliant, sir. Everything has to be on. Bro, I got a story about meth killing my buddies. Dart Block, big black cock. He had it in his closed loop, and it was fueling off the meth. Pulled a bunch of injector, and the meth didn't even distribute. Boom. I know it's big block Chevy, but anytime I see BBC, I'm ruined by the internet. It must be good on your Corvette, Alex. I'm not fucking with meth on my Corvette. I'm going to do cooling mods, E85, vaya con Dios. If I can on a stock cam, stock head, stock springs go 4.99, if I do a cam, it's just for the choppity chop. Where's the explosion noise on the soundboard? It's lightning. Sounds like a good night in Mexico. I can see it now. Can I be frank saying 20 Coyotes with Texas speed blocks and Lenny Tune running against? Boom! Okay, we're here with a Coyote. What's done to it? Esta pinga tiene... But people, esta pinga tiene Texas speed motor. Texas speed. Tiene los palos bien arreglados. Y tú sabes, esta me la va... Está de pinga. Okay, he's gonna blow up. I can see it now. They're at the parking lot. Everyone wearing skinny jeans and Jordans and tight white t-shirts. That's the Cuban look. Jordans, tight pants, tight white t-shirts with the gut. Thoughts on disabling? Dude, you said stop spamming. In other words, LS is the neighborhood scooter. Coyote is the girl you court. Couldn't you just charge it on a 110 outlet and battery life would last longer? Hit live on your shit, please. Thank you. I think the same with BBC. Hey, yo, Alex, your 01 to run low force. Alex, get your 01 to low force. Jesus, that's like 1100 wheel. That's why so many people stand alone with LS cars. Closed loop, fuel control, self-learning, fuel table. I thought that was lightning. Tejas Speedo. They're already coming here. The border is wide open. What the fuck? Anthony, hit live on your fucking shit. Holy shit, he's like 2 hours behind. Yeah, Alex, screw Joe Biden. I'm not going to the draft. Show's over. Okay, he's blowing up. Okay, have you ever seen AITs in the 200s? No. That same car, hot air, E85, 540, big black cock with a PTE 1 to 18 millimeter was modified when I saw the logs. No, I've never seen logs in the high 200s. 180 and I start to get nervous. Alex, Walmart has Gen 3 crate engines listed on their website. Would I be okay buying one from them or go to TSP? I would rather you get a Walmart Gen 3 motor. Why? They'll just take it back. No questions asked. Just go up with a shopping cart. What do you return? How can I help you? Yeah, I'm here returning my Gen 3 motor. Child, what happened to it? It blew up. Okay, here you go. Here's $5,800 back in your account. Thank you. Have a good day. Scroll, pushes it out the back. Walmart. Can't forget the big ass sunglasses, Alex. My friend named his truck BBC, Big Black Chevy. That one dude hasn't gotten it the first time he said hit live, right? What LTFD? This motherfucker. Hey, can you hit live? I've answered it like 4 fucking times. Jesus. You can make $950 to $1,000 on a stock blower and get it done. But I don't want to fuck with the cam. I want to leave the cam alone. If you swap from bias ply to radial, will it gain mile an hour? Yeah. And it'll be more stable too. Let's get those likes up. 451 and 34 likes. Dude, it's like 200 likes. 252. What's it like logging a BBC? Why I went standalone? Shut up, Admiral Peck. You have a fucking Crown Vic, man. Jeez, guy's a Crown Vic. That's what I went to do. A white up, it's amazing. It blowed up. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here before Admiral Peck tells me something. And then the other guy asks me about long-term fuel trim for the 18th time. So, today, we learned a lot. First of all, half of you watch the show on a 30 or 40-minute delay. Shout out to you guys. Second of all, EV has hit a wall. EV seemingly has hit a wall, and there is a lot of things going against it. The war, the inflation, the economy. Like, you could see that. And the UAW actually, in my opinion, didn't do them a solid by saying we don't want to lose their jobs to EVs, which forced the manufacturers to go, shit, we might have to delay going EV because we got to pay these motherfuckers $100,000 to put wheels on via a robot. What the hell is happening out there? Then we talked a lot about Chevy stuff, bullshit, the Pro Charge, probably untuned. S650 getting its throttle stuck in the Instagram story. That was fucking awesome. And then, talked a bunch of shit. Talked about Chevys and IATs and meth and all this other shit. I'm out of here. I'll be back on Sunday morning for the Peasant Chat. I'm going to probably make a change in the schedule because I want to try to put more videos out now that it is cooling down. I do that. If you look back on my channel, it's cyclical. Summertime I don't do much because it's just a bazillion degrees, and when it cools down, aka under 80, I get out there and start doing videos. So I'm going to try to get you, I'm going to change the mufflers on the GT500. I don't love the MagnaFlows. That power level, those MagnaFlows sound like butt cheeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the GT500, put the camera on the side of the road, do a pull, small pull, just to see what they sound like on camera. Then I'm going to put the stock mufflers back on and see if the stock mufflers actually improve the sound, because right now I'm not racing that car. I'm just putt-putting it around town, and I'm ready to get it on the dyno. But while I drive it, putt-putting around, I want it to sound good. The MagnaFlow mufflers sound like ass cheeks on that car, and I thought they'd sound good, but I think on low-power cars, those MagnaFlows would sound perfect. So I'm going to shove the stock one back in there, see what it sounds like, and get you guys video on that coming up soon. Dyno on the ZR1. Boy, maybe get the white car to the dyno, but I'll be at World Cup. So get ready to possibly have delays next week on videos. I probably won't be on live as much, but I'll get you daily updates at World Cup. We'll be there if everything goes well at the test session that they have coming up pretty soon. I'll be at World Cup. If it doesn't go well, I'll be at Mod Nationals, probably in disguise, and going to support the Lund Racing crew there. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you guys Sunday. Have a good one.